right, and live from the Kenyatta University Communication Center, you are just in time for the Thursday edition of the Kutv Prime Time News with me, Emanuel Kutosi. I hope you'll be keeping me company because we do have a lot in store for you in matters happening in the country and also beyond our borders. How has your day been? As you ponder on your response to that, how about you take a look at tonight's top stories? President William Ruto leads early 2027 voter preference in the Mulembe Nation as Infotrack poll reveals a divided political mood. Calls for restraint as political rhetoric threatens to spill into the school selection process.
Mtu kama hana mpango anauza chuki. You know? Mpaka wanafikia watoto wetu shuleni.
Watoto wote wa Kenya ni sawa. Mashule kubwa kubwa, hata watoto wa hapa nyumbani wapatiwe nafasi ya kuenda zile mashule kubwa kubwa. Na nikasema kama watoto wetu wamefikisha.
The head of state launches a Nyota program, releasing 250 million shillings to boost youth businesses across 6 counties.
Sio lazima uwe na masomo. Kwa sababu we live in a real world. Tuko na vijana wengi ambao kwa shida moja ama
Church leaders in Migori condemn forced FGM, one of rising threats as girls flee to escape the cut.
Ungi kabisa swala la ukeketaji la mtoto wa msichana, maana tunahubiri ya kwamba halijatajwa katika Biblia.
All right, and all systems are go right here on KUTV, and of course you can be able to engage with us on our social media handles at KUTV_Kenya on the X platform and KUTV Kenya on the Facebook platform. Of course, this bulletin is streaming live wherever you are on YouTube on KUTV News Kenya. Now on to our first story of the night. A new Infotrack survey released today is already starring early campaign chatter ahead of the 2027 general election. President William Ruto is leading voter preference in the Mulembe Nation with 25% support, trailed by former Interior CS Fred Matiang'i at 15% and Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembeya surprisingly third at 13%. Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka posts 8%, while Embakasi East Babu Owino trails with 3%. But the numbers reveal a deeper split. 35% of the respondents believe that the Abaluya should back the opposition, while 26% favor the Kenya Kwanza administration, signaling that political race is far from settled. Now, as parents race against the clock to secure senior secondary school slots ahead of the January 9th deadline, leaders are sounding the alarm of a rising political rhetoric threatening to spill into Kenya's education system. President William Ruto and other leaders are calling for restraint, warning that political interference risks inflaming ethnic tensions and undermining national cohesion at a time when classrooms should be more about merit and not politics. Education has once again been thrust into the political spotlight.
It cannot be. Mtoto amepita na maksi mzuri, ananyimwa nafasi ya kwenda shule iko karibu na yeye. inapewa mtu kutoka mbali.
At the center of the storm, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagwa's call for school health in the central region to prioritize learners from the area.
Tuwetu wakajenga mashule ya national school. Hiyo mashule ni ya Wakenya wote. Lakini kumekuwa na ubaguzi ya watoto wetu.
President William Ruto has entered the fray, urging his former DP to pull away from the topic.
Mtu kama hana agenda atauza kabila. Mtu kama hana mpango anauza chuki. You know? Mpaka wanafikia watoto wetu shuleni. Unataka kwenda kugawanya watoto shuleni.
Gachagwa's sentiments have also drawn the attention of other political actors who have come out strongly against the former deputy president, terming the statements retrogressive, divisive and dangerous.
Naendelea kuhusu mambo ya masomo. And I am very happy that we are having a conversation about the education in Kenya, because we have a demonstrable track record on what we have done in matters education. Tumenyorosha ile CBC ilikuwa inasumbua wazazi na walimu na wanafunzi.
Nilisikia kiongozi mwingine juzi Nairobi, yule ambayo tulituma nyumbani. Na hiyo ndio tabia ilifanya tutume yeye nyumbani. Akisema shule kama ya Alliance, shule kama ya Mangu, ati inafaa kuwa ya jamii fulani kwa sababu shule iko Kikuyu ama sijui iko Murang'a.
The former DP is also on record accusing leaders from other regions of mismanaging NG-CDF resources, remarks that have drawn backlash from political leaders.
This country belongs to every community in the Republic of Kenya, and every student has a right to go to Java school. They are called to go. Na hiyo utangamano ndio inafanya tukue na akili, tujue na tukue na experience ya kukaa na watu wa jamii.
Watoto wamenyimwa nafasi ya shule. Hii wajumbe yote ya Kasongo wamenyamaza.
Caught in the middle are parents, anxious, frustrated and racing against the clock as the Ministry of Education maintains January 9th as the deadline for senior secondary school applications nationwide.
Mimi nasema watoto wote wa Kenya waangaliwe usawa, lakini pia watoto wa Mlima Kenya wasibaguliwe kuchukuliwa kwa mashule ya national school. Nitoiwidhania hata watoto wetu, those who are qualified from this region to join national schools, to be considered alongside other children from the rest of Kenya.
As Kenya restructures its education system under CBC, the placement debate exposes deeper fault lines around equity, access and national identity, questions that policymakers may soon be forced to confront. Now, amid growing opposition tensions, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua today took his political message straight to the people, walking the narrow aisles of Nairobi's Gikomba market, engaging traders on the biting cost of living and governance concerns. The high-profile visit is widely seen as a strategic move to consolidate grassroots support and signal a more assertive stance against the current administration.
The former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua today took his political outreach to Gikomba Market in Nairobi, drawing large crowds as traders raise concern over taxes, business pressure and the economy, a visit widely seen as signaling his growing engagement with grassroots politics.
Vijana fire!
Addressing traders at Nairobi's Gikomba Market, the former Deputy President said opposition will form a united front, promising coordinated efforts to tackle governance challenge and economic hardships.
Sisi tumekubaliana, mimi Rigiji, Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiang'i, Eugene Wamalwa, George Natembea, Martha Karua, tutaketi chini tutoe mtu mmoja akupambana na Kasongo. Harambe!
He pledged his support for the Linda Mama maternal health program, promising to prioritize maternal and child health care in his manifesto.
Mambo ya Linda Mama, wale akina mama wetu wakienda kujifungua wapate matibabu ya bure. Si ndio? Number 4 ni kuweka mikakati ya watu waweze kufanya biashara bila kusumbuliwa. Na hii Nairobi tutahakikisha askari ya kanjo hapana sumbua wale watu wanafanya kazi hapa Nairobi.
James Gakuya, MP for Embakasi North Constituency, engaged Gikomba traders on economic hardships, high cost and business challenges.
Bandara ya kucreate kazi, ile serikali ya Ruto ilituagizia, amevunja viwanda, amekataa kushukisha cost of power, amekataa kushukisha kodi. Sisi Nairobi hatulimi shamba, hatufugi. Sisi tunategemea biashara na viwanda. Sisi tunasema hivi, tunataka gavana wa kulinda biashara zetu kwenda mbele.
While emphasizing the need for opposition unity and stronger political coordination, Amos Mwago, MP for Starehe constituency, expressed his support for former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, praising his leadership and backing him ahead of the 2027 election.
Nchi ilipiganiwa na mababu zetu, si ndio? Na walipigania na damu na kazi yao, si ndio? Hatutakubali Kasongo aturudishe nyuma. Hatutakubali Kasongo haribu uchumi wa nchi. Hatutakubali Kasongo aibe kesho yetu, si ndio? Na ndio maana mimi nasimama nyuma ya kiongozi jasiri, kiongozi chupavu Rigathi Gachagua, ili tuweze kupigana na Kasongo, tumpeleke Sugoi, akwende kabisa, si ndio?
The opposition's growing presence underscores moves towards increasing unity, grassroots engagement and coordinated efforts to tackle economic challenges ahead of the 2027 election. Edna Nerea, KUTV, Nairobi.
Now, the government has released 250 million shillings to 9,500 youth across 6 counties under the first phase of the Nyota project. Speaking in Eldoret, President William Ruto urged beneficiaries from the Uasin Gishu area, Elgeyo Marakwet, Nandi, Trans Nzoia, Turkana and West Pokot to turn the funding into sustainable businesses, reminding them the money is seed capital and not pocket change. Rajab Juma with more on that report.
The National Youth Opportunities Towards Advancement Project Nyota aims to promote employment, entrepreneurship and savings among youths in the country. President William Ruto praised, confirming that 22,000 shillings has already been received by each beneficiary, while an additional 3,000 shillings deposited into the youth savings accounts under the National Social Security Fund.
Jambo la pili, katika hii mpango shilingi bilioni 5 inakuja kwenu wale tunawaita business support. In the next 1 month maximum, we will have released 5 billion shillings to 100,000 deserving beneficiaries in Kenya.
While differentiating this mode of payment from previous projects, Ruto stressed that need and eligibility will be the key criteria considered in the distribution of these funds. The president further continued to commend government projects, including the National Social Security Fund and the Affordable Housing Program, saying that the initiative has created employment opportunities for thousands of youths across the country.
There was an earlier program yenye iliendeshwa kwa njia yenye ilikosa uwazi. Beneficiaries hawakujulikana ni kina nani. Impact haikujulikana ilifika wapi. Mambo ilikuwa inafanyika mahali hakuna accountability. This program must be transparent and must be accountable. Beneficiaries watambuliwe kwa njia ambayo haina mapendeleo, na pesa itakapopatianwa ipatianwe mahali penye uwazi.
However, the dream of transforming Kenya into a first world nation like Singapore was also emphasized. The president urged the youths to stay away from illicit alcohol and drugs, This comes a day after the president chaired a meeting of leaders from various government institutions to discuss ways of curbing the consumption of illegal brews and narcotics. Rajab Juma, KUTV.
Indeed, not pocket change, but investment to be able to better your businesses. Well, congratulations to all those who are able to secure the Nyota Fund. And that report brings us to our first break right here on the Thursday edition of the KUTV Prime Time News. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We are streaming live on YouTube on KUTV News Kenya. We'll be back in a moment.
A new era, a new people. This is the Law Matters Show. A program that brings you legal sensitization on your television.
My statement is written and just the quote the prosecution.
I think that this loss is a setback for Raila Odinga.
What policy recommendations were fronted by the candidate?
With diversity, we demystify important legal issues locally, regionally, and internationally.
What Tanzanians.
Join me, Elvin Onsongo, as I bring you more insights on law matters.
We are looking at social issues. What is the problem? Is it the economy? Is it...
Law Matters Show, creating awareness, advocacy, and enhancing lives.
Miti, panda, miti. Our planet's future is in our hands. However, there is a threat to the brightness of this tomorrow. On EarthCheck, we share the challenges, the solutions, and the hope.
I would call this a very momentous day, a very critical day.
Every episode, every story, every step we take creates a ripple. Join me, the environmentalist Emanuel Kutosi, on KUTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and be part of EarthCheck. Welcome. Welcome back. Now, 8 Kenya Defense Forces officers and 1 civilian accused of trafficking 24 kilograms of methamphetamine worth 192 million shillings have been released on bond. Now, the suspects were granted either a 3 million shilling cash bail or a 5 million shilling bond with strict conditions. Senior Principal Magistrate Gladys Olimo ruled that while pre-charge requirements had been met, the formal filing of charges significantly altered the case. The arrest followed a coordinated anti-narcotics operation in Mombasa last December.
Having considered the application and the consolidated submissions by all counsels, the court identifies the following issues for determination. 1. Whether the bond terms granted to the accused persons at the pre-charge stage should be maintained post-charge, and what bond terms are reasonable, proportionate, and appropriate in the circumstances of the case. So, guided by the bail and bond policy principles and the Constitution, this is how the court has determined the issues. Issue A, whether the pre-charge bail and bond terms should be maintained post-charge. The court acknowledges the accused person's full compliance with the pre-charge bond terms, their presentation for plea taking, their stable family ties, and their non-aborts, and their exemplary service in the Kenya Defence Forces. These factors, together with the presumption of innocence, weigh heavily in favor of the accused persons.
And away from the corridors of justice to calls for justice, church leaders in Timari Sub-County, Migori have strongly condemned recent forced female genital mutilation rights, terming them unconstitutional, barbaric, and a grave violation of human rights. Led by Reverend Dr. Julius Marwa, the clergy raised alarm over threats targeting anti-FGM campaigners, pastors, and girls who have openly rejected the practice. The outcry follows cross-border circumcision ceremonies during the November-December holidays, forcing many young girls to flee their homes to escape the cut.
Our church members, including pastors, have been attacked, their properties destroyed, and some of our church members forcefully recircumcised. Clan elders should respect the dignity of every person in our community. Parading a 60-year-old man is totally unacceptable and morally wrong. Yes. This is an act of hooliganism and has nothing to do with the courier culture. Yes. Yes. The government should ensure that girls who are rescued and refused to be cut are protected and provided with the basic needs. Yes. Yes. That is including going to school, yes, and their fees should be paid by the parents. Yes.
Now, parents in Molo are being urged to step up, especially during the critical adolescent years. School heads within the region warn that rising child neglect is leaving teachers to shoulder responsibilities meant for parents. Area Member of Parliament Kutosi Kimani echoed the concerns, cautioning against parents renting houses for school-going children, saying the practice exposes minors to peer pressure and moral risks long before they are ready.
Hii tabia ya kuchukua mtoto wa 15 years unaenda kumkombolea nyumba town, muache. You should stop that. Mtoto wa 15 years hajafikisha miaka ya kwenda kujikaisha. Anafaa kukaa na wazazi wake nyumbani ndio waangalie behavior yake, so that you mentor that person to be a great person katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Na sisi tumefikia bidii. Hii shule yetu sasa ya Meshara. Tofauti ya shule ya Meshara na 220 kwenye nampeleka. Walimu wote wa Meshara Secondary School, all of them ni graduate teachers.
Kwa sababu 15 years bado ni mtoto. Tafadhali wazazi, wacha tuchukue majukumu yetu seriously. Tulee watoto wetu. Mimi nikiongea hivyo, unajua wengine watasema na huyu amelea nani? Mtoto wangu last born is turning 23 March this year. My baby, ule nasema ndio mtoto. I have taught, this is my 33rd year as a teacher. 33 years as a teacher. So nikiwaambia mlete watoto mahali penye huko, umlete shule, it is because it is very important.
Okay, with those calls for morally upright children, bringing them up by the parents, we take our second break right here on the Thursday edition of the KUTV Prime Time News. In a moment, we'll be back with matches that are more sporty.
Ni nguzo na uso wa jamii. Kupanda shuka akawa tuzo, ukakamavu wake ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke akabaini jinsi ya kuwini. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari, kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke mwake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake, nami Caroline Kimwele.
Imagine a world where
where you are empowered to take charge of your health, where you are well informed about the latest advancements in healthcare and understand the policies that impact your well-being. Get ready to take charge of matters your health as we bring you a blend of weekly health features that engage professionals from across various medical fields.
When do you decide as a patient, do I need to go see the doctor? We are at a stage where we are seeing all this manner of chronic illnesses and we wait until we get a disease and then is when we go ahead.
From the most mundane to the complexities that perhaps seem overwhelming, we got you covered.
In terms of the factors that might be attributed, there are hereditary factors that means it could be genetic, so that's one factor. But there are other factors as well, like nutritional deficiencies. So some vitamins such as folate have been identified to be a factor in those. So
our mission is to break down intricate health topics into understandable and actionable insights. Join me, Yvonne Kimuma, every Wednesday 9 p.m. on KUTV's News at 9, where your health is our priority.
Welcome. Now it's into the world of sports, where a continental heavyweight clash is on the cards as host nation Morocco prepares to face Cameroon in a blockbuster AFCON 2025 quarterfinal on the 9th of January in Rabat. It's their fourth AFCON meeting, with Cameroon still unbeaten, adding extra spice to a high-stakes encounter. Meanwhile, Mali takes on Senegal in Tangier in what promises to be an electric West African derby, with a semi-final spot up for grabs. Okay, now to matters of concern that have caused several. Fulham edged 10-man Chelsea in a dramatic West London derby to climb to 9th on the Premier League table after Liam Delap briefly revived Chelsea's hopes. Harry Wilson struck late to seal all 3 points for the host. At Etihad, Manchester City were held to a 1-1 draw by Brighton. Another frustrating night for Pep Guardiola's men. Attention now turns to the Emirates, where league leaders Arsenal host Liverpool in tonight's headline clash. "30 minutes past the top of the hour, and it's about that moment to wrap it up for the Thursday edition of the KUTV Primetime News on this 8th day of the year 2026, the 8th of January, that doubles up as the National Career Day and also the National Bubble Bath Day somewhere in England. But here, it's just that day that we wish Liverpool all the best as they give our friends a reality check on what is transpiring. From me, Emanuel Kutosi, and the whole team involved in the production of tonight's broadcast, of course, under the directorship of Martin Motegi and Levis Domoto. It's a good night to you, sweet dreams, and let's go and watch that game and see what comes on. Good night and sweet dreams.